Welcome to the Higher Perspective Guided Meditation channel. My name is Laura and I will be your guide. Begin this meditation by finding yourself in a comfortable seated or laying down position. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Use your intention to take deep, slow, conscious breaths and keep this breathing pattern throughout the entire meditation so that you may stay present and focused. In this meditation, you will learn about the complex and beautiful system that governs the ability to switch between calm interaction and vigilant interaction. So often we are in a state of alarm without good reason. This is our internal protective mechanism, scanning for danger. This is an important function for survival, and equally important is the power to choose which state our nervous system resides in. Here, I will give a brief overview of the polyvagal theory originating with Dr. Stephen Porges. This is his theory. Our autonomic nervous system has three-part stress response. First part is ventral vagal. This is a state where we have safe social interaction, where we feel positive connection and emotional relatability. Next is the sympathetic response, where we feel more reactive and defensive, so that we may address a threat by fighting or escaping. Last is dorsivvagal response, where we shut down in the presence of threat because there is no other option. With this brief explanation, take a moment to observe what you feel your default response is. Do you have mostly calm and positive interactions with others? Do you often feel on high alert and distrusting of others? Or do you stay quiet and retreat into yourself in the presence of others? This can absolutely vary depending on how well we know someone, how comfortable we are in the environment, our overall mood going into the social interaction, and our level of confidence and self-worth. The next question is, do you like your default response? If the answer is yes, that's great. If the answer is no, we can do something about it. This is where the vagus nerve comes in, which is the 10th of 12 cranial nerves. It gets its name from the Latin root word vagus, meaning wandering, because the pathway of the vagus nerve wanders through the body, originating in the brainstem, traveling into the face and down the neck, into the chest, and ending in the digestive tract. Therefore, it plays a role in our heart rate, breathing, digestion, and immunity. It also resides in the parasympathetic branch of our autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for our ability to rest and digest. The vagus nerve is so important for something called neuroception, which is our body's automatic response mechanism to threat. Although we cannot control this involuntary response initially, we can intervene to regulate our nervous system. Although neuroception is important for our survival, it is not healthy to be in this survival mode at all times. If we are stressed, perceive something or someone to be a threat, or have a sense that we are not safe, we cannot relax, heal, or connect. Making it difficult to connect with others in a meaningful way. Now let's learn how to regulate our nervous system so that we can live in a state of calm, safe connection. It is important to note that self-regulation is easier to achieve if we have experienced co-regulation, which begins in utero. The sound of our mother's voice or our heartbeat helps us feel comforted and safe. So if you didn't receive much co-regulation in your childhood, you may find it more challenging to self-regulate. Activating the vagus nerve can assist in regulation of the nervous system, allowing us to return to a ventral vagal state where we feel calm and safe. I'd like to share a few ways to improve what is called your vagal tone, or to activate the vagus nerve. The first way is to take deep breaths with a longer exhale than the inhale. Try that with me now. Inhale for a few seconds and exhale for double or more that time. Another way is to yawn or sigh. Try that now. Humming or singing is also another way. Try that now. exposure, especially to the face. So splashing water on your face would be a good way to practice this. Just like we can tone our muscles, we can tone our vagus nerve. Take these last few moments of the meditation to notice which example resonated with you most, and keep that in mind for regulation in the future. Continue to practice these ways to engage with the world from a calm, safe place. Breathe and receive the gift of self-regulation by activating your vagus nerve. This is how we remind ourselves, I am safe. It is safe to relax, and I can connect with others in a calm and meaningful way. Imagine the ease that you would have within. If you felt calm, safe, and like you could